But you know what is actually a scam? TARKOV, apparently. If they can advertise it so much they can make money so people play it. Yes! No, that's what I'm saying. I think if it didn't make money, it would have been dead by now. Oh. Let's watch it. Alright. TARKOV Erb. Escape from Dorkov. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Everybody, this is the Act Man here.
Hello.
And recently, we saw one of the biggest PR disasters in gaming history.
Yeah.
Well, guess we got 2 of them. We have just witnessed a monumental screw-up on par with the day before and the Battlefront 2 loot box fiasco.
I still could, when I saw Aswin react to that, I could not believe it was $250 to top off the whole scamming thing. How dare you ask for $250 when it's not even a collector's edition thing? Where you get physical, what is it called? Like physical things attached to the collector's edition.
And if you don't believe me, by the end of this video, I think you will. Today we are diving into one of the greediest and scummiest video game developers, and quite possibly one of the dumbest scams ever attempted. If you guys thought what Ubisoft was doing with Star Wars Outlaws was bad,
Ubisoft.
Battlestate Games just said, "Don't hold my beer."
Wait, hold on. Chat, I have to emphasize how bad this plan system is. So basically, they're trying to get you to pay $18 a month and say, oh, you can get all of this and the 100 plus PC games and lock you into a subscription so that you don't have to pay $129, $100, and then $70. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, subscription for a single player game. Yes, that's how they get your money. I'm pretty sure it's also predatory because a lot of the time when you buy a game like that and then you have a subscription, you'll forget about it and just keep recurring like the charge on it forever until you remember or you die, I guess. Yeah. I heard that's a really good way to scam people.
Star Wars Outlaws was bad. Battlestate Games just said, "Don't hold my beer, hold my 5th of vodka." Battlestate Games is the developer of Escape from Tarkov, an extremely popular extraction-based shooter. Over the last 7 years, EFT has gathered a very dedicated hardcore fan base, partly because nothing else on the market is quite like it. Nothing else satisfies that same itch. This is both a blessing and a curse for Tarkov fans.
Because they take... they put up with so much crap from the devs. And the company itself, man, they just take it. They love shoveling poop in their mouth, and they're like, oh, please give me more. Please, can you give us a bit of more content? Please! It's been in beta for like 8 years!
Because without true competition, companies tend to abuse their monopoly. And that's what's happened with BSG. They have absolutely lost their minds. They attempted to scam their most diehard players, introduce pay-to-win mechanics, and have doubled down harder than any company I have ever seen. And while later on they did try and course correct, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
And why has protecting your internet security gotten so awesome with NordVPN? In this age of increased online surveillance, VPNs are essential to keeping you safe, hiding your browsing history from corporations who want to sell that data. Nord can help you bypass geo restrictions. No matter which country you're in, certain things are blocked off, and you can bypass that entirely. You can also use Nord to get earlier access to a game that hasn't been released in your time zone yet. Or you can watch sports games that are blacked out in your region. Nord is more than a VPN. Their new threat protection feature doubles as an antivirus.
I'm a threat to society.
2 birds with 1 stone by signing up at nordvpn.com/the
VPN, I can't get to him.
NordVPN protects you from hackers and will even alert you if it finds your data on the dark web. Also, Nord is dirt cheap. It's easy to use, and it has helped me out in so many ways. And if you go to nordvpn.com/theactmanvpn and sign up for a 2-year plan, I'll give you 4 months free. you can't put a price on protecting yourself online.
Banner?
Oh wait, you can. It's $3. Thank you NordVPN for sponsoring this video.
Wow, thanks BorpVPN.
So on April 25th, Tarkov fans were treated to a spectacular announcement. A wondrous, massive update, which would include the highly anticipated offline co-op PvE mode. Consistent progression, no wipes, just you and the boys and a good time, right?
No.
Were it so easy.
However, this PvE mode would be exclusive to those who purchased the new version of Escape from Tarkov, the Unheard Edition.
Yeah, unheard because no one's fucking buying it. Am I right, fellas? Alright, I see myself out. I'm out of here. See you next year. Boom. That was terrible. Why are you oming? Why are you oming? That wasn't funny. Stop laughing. I bought it! Oh my god, you got scammed.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Available to you for the low, affordable, reasonable, generous price of...
Guys, to put it in perspective, I live in America. $250 is a quarter of my fucking rent. My rent is, what, is it $1,200 or $900? They increased the price, but like my point is, it is a fucking lot of money. Even for a first world country like America, or for me, that's like insane, man. Sounds like cheaper part of the US. No, I live in a tiny apartment, but like the point is, like, holy crap, $250 is nothing. That is nothing to sneeze at. That is insane. $377 Australian. Yeah, in Canada, like the Play-Doh Monopoly money. That's crazy.
Fuck you! Give me $250.
What?
Me too. Give me $250.
What's that?
I
You
love
can't
money.
afford that? Oh, look at me. I'm a regular person.
What? You can't afford that? What are you just? What are you poor? Oh my god!
Oh, I have to pay for groceries. I have to pay rent. Oh, woe is me. I'm not a millionaire. That's right. For 250 big ones, you too can get an armband that marks you as a target of harassment and discrimination by the rest of the community. Let's think about this. If the base version of Tarkov is $50, then this DLC is 4 times more expensive. Maybe that's why they call it the Unheard Edition, because $200 for DLC is unheard of, or because the complaints of the Tarkov community have gone unheard by the developers.
Boom!
It came with all of this stuff and a statue of Millennia. Looks pretty goddamn good. I think this was worth it.
Oh,
you could buy 2
That's so
Ultimate
sick.
Editions of Star Wars Outlaws for the price of the Unheard Edition. Consider this. If you and 3 buddies want to play the Tarkov PvE mode and support the developers instead of playing a mod, $1,000!
$1,000 for a PvE DLC mod for 4 people. That's disgusting. That is greed incarnate.
What?
Charging people between $100 to $250 for a PvE.
Isn't the mod free? Like, you can have it modded. It might not be perfect, but you can.
PvE mode it's insane. One thing I should have mentioned in my AAA games video is that we're living in a time where people expect free updates. The industry has mostly grown past paid map packs and seasons passes that split the community into the haves and the have-nots, which makes the $250 price tag all the more ridiculous. Most AAA companies aren't even this greedy. This is like quadruple A greed. Also keep in mind—
But you already paid for Tarkov once, right? You have to pay, what, $50 or $60? And then you have to pay another $250 on top of that, or what? Or does it come with the base kit? No, it's just extra? Oh, okay. I was just wondering. That's still insane.
that Battlestate Games is a business, and businesses,
Pay $200?
before
Okay.
launching a product, talk about how much they should sell it for. This decision was
$200 is still insane to top off the $250. So technically, yes, it's $250.
agreed upon and announced they thought this was the right price.
I'm retarded?
If you're wondering why people were so pissed, it's because a PvE mode has been Tarkov's most requested feature for a very long time. So they all thought you would eat all this shit up. What's wrong with you? Aren't you a good consumer? Just shut up and buy it.
Consume! Devour! Don't look at the price tag, just consume!
Zoom, it's time to consume. I love consuming.
Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
But hold on. What?
Dude, where's this bit from? I forgot. I remember the guy on the left. He's so funny. That show is hilarious. We need money now. Always Sunny. That was it. That's such a good fucking episode.
1 year ago, Nikita Buyanov, the CEO, said that offline PvE raids with progression
not an option. But then they started modding it, so they realized they didn't they were missing out on money. So now they want $250 for it.
Was not an option. Could this recent change have anything to do with the other upcoming extraction shooters that will include a PvE mode?
That's crazy.
Uh-oh, it's hurting again. It's hurting up here. It wasn't just the price that people were upset about. For a game as oppressive and hardcore as Tarkov, every advantage matters a lot. How players gain and risk those advantages through skill, luck, map knowledge, and creativity is integral to the appeal of Tarkov. So to make this blood sacrifice of your bank account seem more enticing, BSG would allow you
To pay to win.
much of the content offered in Unheard is blatantly pay to win features and would give you
access to the early test server. Okay. Free access to all subsequent DLC. Okay. Unique in-game melee weapon, more slots on the free market, additional equipment and resources in stash.
a huge head start in front of the aforementioned peasants. But how to explain this to non-Tarkov players? Well, imagine if you will, an alternate reality where there exists a super deluxe version of Counter-Strike, where you can pay for immediate advantages over those that don't, like being able to call in reinforcements after your teammates have already been killed.
What?
Where this version gives you more starting money than other players. This version of Counter-Strike does not exist in our world, thankfully.
Imagine you go to a tournament for Counter-Strike and the guy who's backed by like a massive oiler, like the team, they're the ones that win the game even though they're worse at the game. Can you imagine?
But this version of Tarkov does exist in the Twilight Zone. And that's where it feels like we are, the fucking Twilight Zone. Because here's when things go from bad to worse. You see, Battlestate offered multiple versions of Tarkov during the 7 years it's been in beta, so fans have been responsible for funding Tarkov's development. And if you are willing to
it is still in the beta, by the way. It's been in alpha and beta for like 6 or 8 years, I forget.
Spend $150 on a game that isn't even finished, I'd say you're a true believer. Edge of Darkness was the Ultimate Edition, and one of the promises made was that everyone who bought EOD would get all future DLC for free.
Until now.
JK, unheard of, is actually the Super Ultimate Edition. But luckily for you EOD owners, you only have to pay $100 to get it.
Objection!
You do not need to buy anything at any stage. If you have EOD, you do not even pay for DLCs in the future.
Oh my god, and this was in 2017, so they lied, they're backtracking.
We're all in it for all coming.
So that was a fucking lie.
Care to explain this, BSG?
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
This is a fucking scam. Everyone who bought EOD believed
they took EOD out of the store? Yeah, so they're actually scamming people. Like, this isn't like oh, they may be scamming people. Yes, this is an actual scam. Yeah.
In Battlestate, and they took a leap of faith for you. Well, look where they jumped. Into the fucking abyss. Say hi to the Four Kings for me. You can't just falsely advertise something for 6 years and then pull the plug. That's against the law.
I am above the law!
Many Tarkov fans were understandably upset at this point. So you made a bad call, BSG. As the day before developers once said, shit happens. The best thing to do in a situation like this is take a few days, reconsider priorities, talk with your team, and start drafting in a
maybe take it back? Take back what you said?
Apology post that you
walk it back?
Why is the community manager talking on Discord? Wait, what did he say? It ain't DLC. It
ain't DLC. It's a unique feature. You know what else is a feature? Wiping my ass with Tarkov's freaking in-game box. Yeah, that's a unique feature. Amazing. It's not DLC. It's not downloaded content. It's a unique feature. That is actually so stupid. Yeah, like you're downloading content off of their servers to play the game, and it's not DLC somehow.
Unique feature of the new edition added. DLC means additional downloadable content. PvE is a
PvE is a feature and a game mode. Man, this is good. This is good. WoW expansions? They're not DLC. They're expansions. They're features.
Feature and a game mode. Just because you all want it to become a DLC, it wouldn't mean it is one.
What verbal diarrhea just came out of your mouth? Are you f***ing serious?
No, guys, you gotta...
Angry Joe gives me life sometimes. He has so many good clips of him freaking out. It's so funny.
All wrong. This PvE mode isn't DLC. You just keep consuming. Don't you like buying things? Go on and buy. Spend more money, you fucking idiot.
You want to explain yourself? What are you doing? What are you doing? Making a mistake. Making a mistake.
Bro, you're not releasing Escape from Tarkov 2 Electric Boogaloo. This isn't separate from... You need the base game to install the unheard content. Therefore, it is downloadable content. Okay, so maybe the community manager just went rogue for a bit. Well, let's reel him in, talk about this as a team.
Another community manager probably piped in. Yeah, I'll bet money on that. I don't know a lot about this. Like, I don't know the details of what actually has been said. Like, this is the first time I'm hearing of it.
So we can... Who's managing the Twitter account? PvE is a unique feature which is available only for the owners of the Unheard Edition. We will keep you updated on new features exclusive for EOD owners.
Objection!
New game modes are generally accepted as DLC if put behind a paywall. Battlestate sold EOD with the promise that they would receive free access to all subsequent DLCs. And if you check...
I mean, even Blizzard isn't this bad. Like, even Blizzard isn't this bad. That's crazy. You're outdoing the king. Yeah, they got hit with the community notes. Blizzard has some competition. Yes, this is actually embarrassing. $60 for, you know, a pony. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But this is insane. This is some delulu. Like, they are selling you a sparkle bony for $60, but nobody's putting a gun to your head to buy the pony.
My G, even EA hasn't been this bad with DLC. And they started the movement of DLC.
These links, like this link is, what is DLC in gaming? It's just answering the most basic question. But as you can see from the Wayback Machine, free access to all subsequent DLC.
Wayback Machine, let's go! I used to love looking at the Wayback Machine on websites. It was interesting.
When companies mess up, it's not uncommon for them to initially double down on a bad decision.
Oh, the most downvoted, like... I remember this was the most downvoted comment in history or something, right? 668,000? Yeah, this is iconic. With the Star Wars game?
What you don't often see is the triple down. You should have just taken a page out of EA's book and said, we don't call it DLC, we call it surprise scamming. Obviously, the idea that this isn't DLC is just preposterous to even the most simple-minded sloth. But the reason they're trying to argue that this isn't DLC is so that they can justify charging you for it. And it was around this point, this tweet, that people started digging, and they found something quite interesting. All of the developer diary videos talking about the Edge of Darkness edition, those have vanished. Oh, and that's not all. BSG.
Wait, they went that far. Not only did they wipe it clean off the store, they wiped the YouTube videos. Nah, that's not gonna hold up in court at all. It's over for them.
BSG has changed the phrasing of what's included in EOD on their website. This was revealed.
It's just a race to the bottom these days.
I really do think there's just some sort of like arms race, or like there's a, like I take one step back and we take 2 steps forward, but then we take 10 steps back. It's crazy. 5 videos? Yeah, I don't know what happened. So they got privated. Oopsie.
Revealed live on stream by Landmark.
Dude, they fucking removed it. Are you kidding me? On the left is the current page, escapefromtarkov.com, from just a couple minutes ago, April 25th, 2024. Edge of Darkness edition on both of them. They removed the word unique from the secure container 3x3 cells description over the last several minutes. However,
class action lawsuit, I'm telling you.
How long this was. They literally removed the word unique because it's no longer unique because they're offering it in another edition.
Like I said, people purchased EOD based on what was listed and advertised.
Which PR person let this happen? Did they just rip it and say fuck it? I bet you they did. They didn't even think about it. They just said, you know what? We're gonna do it right now, live.
To go back and retroactively hide and change this fact and get caught in 4K doing it, to me, that's the smoking gun. That is all the evidence you need to prove that this was all done with malicious intent. Cut, print, put it in the papers. BSG are pieces of shit. If you didn't already know, now you do. Reputation forever tarnished. But we're only at the halfway point of this story. At this point, the story started to travel beyond the core Tarkov community.
Oh yeah. Aspen made a video on that. That was a big deal.
Other developers took to Twitter and roasted Battlestate Games. Be sure to check out the deals in the acquisition center today with prices so low, they're practically
Wait! Oh, that's fucking funny.
Unheard of. True believers can grab the CM21 Trench Paramedic for only 250 super credits.
That's kind of cute.
Not available for free to super citizens. Wow. You destroyed that company without even touching them. $250 Daisy starter loot bundle is now sold out. Thank you. Limited stock as we can't give to everyone. It's too expensive and technically hard.
Dude, even Daisy's taking a shot.
Believers will get to enjoy the bundle for 6 months. If you don't get these jokes, you will. But like, how are you getting blasted by Daisy? Of all games,
Daisy has its own fair share of problems. That was another game my brother left to play.
Daisy just destroyed you. Arena Breakout Infinite is another upcoming extraction shooter, and while it does have a terrible name, they too took to Twitter to capitalize on the bad press of their competition and poked fun at Battlestate Games and their Unheard edition. Have a nice 20-minute adventure in the blatant plagiarist game, In and Out.
You don't own extraction shooters? The original one was what? What was that stupid game? I gifted it to a friend. What was the original one? Division. I keep saying Destiny in my head, and I was like, no. CSGO? Bro, CSGO is not an extraction shooter.
Objection!
Yeah, it was Division.
Video games cannot be sued for plagiarism for simply being a same or similar category.
Yeah, that's like saying, you know, League is the same as Smite. It's like, no, it's not.
I cannot believe that I have another opportunity to bring this ancient meme out of its grave, but we are concerned Arena Breakout Infinite may be replicating the experience that Escape from Tarkov is known for. The plagiarism accusation is ridiculous already. But why did you decide to signal boost your competition at a time when your audience has never felt more disillusioned or—
Because they're Delulu. I'm just telling you right now, I think they're delusional. They're just huffing their own farts. And they love the smell of their own farts so much they don't remember what it's like to just... Like, I remember when Tarkov was just kind of like a thing that, like, it was a niche little game that was, like, neither Division or... What was that other game? H1Z1. Like, it was just kind of like a game. It had a lot of hackers and cheaters in it. Yeah, like, and now they think they're too big for their shoes, or rather, they're too big for their britches. Yeah, they just don't care.
Or dissatisfied with your product.
What is going on in your mind?
Nothing.
You don't know. Stupid mistakes. Stupid mistakes.
You're just throwing shade, dude. You guys are clearly pissed. Just shut the hell up and come out with a nice apology. And that is exactly what they did. Later that day, Nikita made the first of many well-received posts on Reddit. Update regarding EOD editions. To honor the owners of the EOD version and their indelible importance and role in the...
What kind of word is indelible? Is that even a word? Indelible. Indelible. Not able to be forgotten or removed. I didn't even know that was a word.
EFT universe, we plan to add the following new unique features to the edition. And as you can see, these are just a bunch of nice perks that make the game easier for you. But what's really interesting is high priority matching for EOD owners for 6
months. Not even forever. Only for 6 months. That's pay to win. Not even forever for buying their EOD edition. What? That's one wipe cycle? Yes, you get it for 1 season. Imagine. High priority matching. Access to offline PvE for EOD owners for 6 months! For 6 months! That's like nothing in gamer time.
6 months. Adding high priority matching for EOD owners for 6 months is now scamming non-EOD owners.
Yeah, it's pay to win. It's cringe. Also, how the hell... What is high priority matching? So what, hackers aren't in your game? I kind of doubt that, considering how often there's hackers in Tarkov.
As this was not part of the different packages when they were deciding which edition to buy. So you've just made everyone...
Yo, chat, if you get a sub right now for in Smuggler's chat, you get priority chatting. Can you imagine? Priority chatting for subs? Everyone else doesn't get to talk. Wait, you can do that. Wait, I forgot. Yeah, we have sub-only mode. I completely forgot about that.
Even more pissed off. You have to pay more money.
We just don't have it enabled.
What you paid for the game for, to play it. Now you have to pay an extra fee to get high priority matchmaking? Nobody let the Call of Duty publishers know about this. Are you telling me I am stuck in a 15-minute queue every game on purpose only because I only paid $80 for a beta game? Yeah. You didn't spend enough, you dumbass.
Yeah, you should spend $120 or $200.
To offline PvE for EOD owners for 6 months. We have gone through a lot of bad business practices in the game industry on this channel, and I cannot ever recall seeing a quadruple down. I have altered the deal again. Pray I don't keep altering it. First, the people who paid for EOD don't want this shit that you're offering. This post, of course, didn't fool anybody. You're basically saying, okay, hey guys, so we thought we would scam you a lot, but because of this pushback, what if we only scammed you a little bit? What if we scammed you a bit less? Is 6 months
just not scam people?
No, it's not okay.
Technically, I know this might be a dumb take, I guess, for some people, but having games that aren't physical copies and being online only, and you have to buy DLC and you have to be constantly connected online, I genuinely think that that's almost like a scam. Because when I was a kid, I remember just fucking throwing in a disc of Fallout or The Sims and throwing it in there and loading it up, and I just had it in my room or my brother's room and I just stole his discs. Like, what? Why is this a thing now? I mean, like, technically it's not a scam, like, but I just feel like sometimes it's, yeah, no physical, no inherent value. I mean, yes, you're just kind of selling an idea, essentially. Okay, grandma, shut the hell up. I am not a granny. I'm a great granny. Get it right. You basically don't own the game, you just own the current right to access the game. Yeah, that's another thing, yeah.
So now all hell is breaking loose. You've got Twitter.
It's the game as a service scam.
Yeah, essentially. It's a subscription. Yeah. Yeah.
Reddit, YouTube, Discord, online forums. Basically, everyone is bashing this game, bashing BSG, and they're all in total agreement. The Discord mods are protesting the server. It's $100 to unlock name.
Wait, this is so good. 700% value. That's a Diablo meme. I remember that. The Diablo Immortal. Buy $60 DLC to view name. What other one is there? Let me see. Plus $100 to redeploy teammates. Dude, that's so good. That's cute.
The server itself is in open rebellion with people spamming copy pastas. BSG is getting blasted on Twitter by their community, by other developers. Their tweets are constantly hit with community notes. It is rare to see virtually everybody in a gaming community on the same side. At this point, there's no possibility in my mind that BSG doesn't immediately reverse everything they just announced. And it would be pure nonsense if we saw the quintuple down. So imagine my shock when an unreleased interview with Nikita is leaked onto the internet. By the way,
no, an unreleased interview probably before the backlash, and then they were like, all right, we're not gonna include it, and it's over.
The BSG community manager verifies this leak, so this is him. And we also learned that BSG had planned to edit and alter this interview before publishing it. You want to see the level of contempt the CEO of Battlestate has for his most dedicated fans? Here it is. No. It's time to start preparing for the release. It's time to understand who are the true believers.
Oh my god, imagine treating people like that. If you don't pay $250, you're not a true believer. Trust me, chat. Donate right now. Just like you. Yep, just like me. Chat, I will not poison you with really tasty fruit punch. Promise. I promise you.
Believers.
Oh, that's the Sony load up! That was the play. Dude, that sound, I love that sound. Hold on, I want to play it again. That sound is so good. PS1. What?
If I bought the EOD edition and I heard the CEO talking like this, I would be fucking furious. True believers? What is this, a cult? Are you dumb?
Guys, have you actually stopped playing Tarkov because of this? Also, nice pause, Alana. Thank you, Alana. Have you stopped playing Tarkov because of this shit? Yes. I never owned it, but I would. Yes, I never played it with it. I know. I'm asking if you did. You stop playing. I don't care if you don't play. That was 3 years ago. I literally just said, if you play right now, did you stop playing because of this shit? I probably would stop. Did you know that I don't play it? Yes! Alright, some people are actually quitting over it, though. That makes sense. I should look at the Steam charts after this.
Such? Who among you is a true believer? And who
is a traitor?
Betraying me.
Traitor!
And he also talks about the beacon, which will allow you to summon players in PvP. Why not let this only be in PvE? It's a cool mechanic for PvP
it's
too.
Not on Steam. Oh, my bad.
It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up.
Regarding the DLC line, when you check out the pre-order page, the season pass line for EOD has been removed, but we can find using Internet Archive. We didn't remove that.
He's a liar. He's a son of a bitch.
Bro.
He's a liar. Son of a bitch. That's right, yeah.
I don't think there's any coming back from this. Like, you played your hand. You had a 2-7 offsuit and you bet on it. You're done for. It's totally understandable that any company wants to have more revenue. Wouldn't it be better to release a support pack while being honest with the community? We are honest with the community. I would ask, is there some kind of—
What do you mean you're not forcing anyone? If you want to play the new DLC, you have to pay $250. Like, yeah, no one's putting a gun to your head, but like, it is DLC, and then you change the terms. How do you even type that? I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like I'm a scammer. I'm a streamer. Streamers are a plague on this earth, right? But damn, this puts me to shame.
Kind of money issue for EFT? Should we be worried about the full release?
Everything is coming together. Exactly as I planned.
So this is the obvious question. Why did they choose to monetize the game this way when there is, like, literally anything else would have been a better method of monetization? They did the Unheard Edition because they thought it would make the most money, and it's what they could get away with. And that's it. Turns out their audience isn't as stupid and gullible as they thought. He also says, we cannot give PvE to everyone. It's too expensive and technically hard right now. Those who will support still get this option.
$200 for PvE. You don't even pay $200 for freaking WoW expansions. What? What? Too expensive to check the free mod users to ban? Yeah, no, it's crazy. There's a mod out there that was free.
It's like, why are you bitching about your financial problems? Go figure it out. It's your job. Battlestate Games has been trying to see what they can get away with, and thankfully people aren't buying it. Because if there hadn't been such a huge reaction here, no doubt when the full release of Tarkov comes around, they would have pulled something similar.
Yeah, in like 10 years, for sure, 100%. It's been 8 years and it's still in beta.
If they're going to lie to your face, lie behind the scenes, and try to hide their tracks, just keep that in mind whenever the next announcement comes out.
Amazing.
Company's intentions are. Ladies and gentlemen, the story does not end there. I have the unholy pleasure of introducing you to the first, and hopefully last, Sextuple Down. Update on current situation. I have altered the deal again. Pray I don't alter it a fourth time. First of all,
Sextuple Down. Okay, let him cook.
PvE game mode. This is not DLC. DLC, in our understanding, is the major additions to the game. At this stage, it's not possible to launch all players who are EOD owners. Right now, we simply do not have the required amount of resources for this.
So you locked away. You deleted EOD. You took back. You literally changed your website. You can't do that. This is some bad.
Observe your dissatisfaction and have decided that the functionality of the PvE mode will be available for free to all owners at the release of the game when the server infrastructure will be improved to the required capacity. This is a very good comment right here. Still very tone deaf and arrogant. Tarkov is still in beta, and you use the money we gave you to fund other BS we didn't ask for or expect. Common sense should tell you don't move resources anywhere until Tarkov is featured.
That is a really good point. Why is the game still in beta and has been for 8 years when you're doing this, like, jumping into PvE stuff and charging people money for it? What the fuck? He's Russian? Of course he can. Alright, very cool. Yeah, I'm Russian too, so that means I'm like that as well, right? Very nice comment. Good job.
Complete. Once you've shipped the game, then go and waste whatever resources you want doing
I'm
your
just
own
like
shit.
that.
Now, some people might say this was a step in the right direction, but it's not. There is only one step in the right direction, fulfilling the promise you made. They keep trying to sweeten the deal. It's like, bro, you failed the speech check.
You're not even sweetening the deal either. You're making it worse.
There's no negotiating now. You can't barter to get a better price. Now, here's what many have speculated as the reason for all of this shit happening. The BSG made a huge investment into Tarkov Arena, and they took a big gamble with that, promoting it at various conventions and spending a lot of money developing it, and people didn't give a shit.
That is not looking too hot. People always tell me that Twitch isn't an indicator of interest on... Yeah, look at that massive spike right there. I'll point with my ears. Look, babooey! And then look at that, not even half. It was barely half. 700,000. Yeah, it's like 300, not even 350. Yikers. Yeah, they brought out Arena, nobody asked.
It's my theory that the Unheard Edition was an attempt to squeeze what they could from their most loyal, true believers and discard the others. Hope these people jump ship, these freeloaders who expect to get all this DLC for free. They want people to pay more so they don't have to pay as much for server space. And then after this, Nikita posted a non-apology. I would like to say that I am very sorry that fans in the game community in general are experiencing these feelings. I'm sorry you feel that way. That's not a real apology, dude. And now they announce, oh, well, we decided to open PvE to EOD owners for free. So at this point, for the most part...
For 6 months. For 6 months.
They have capitulated, but people are still upset reasonably.
Not even forever. For 6 months.
They have announced so many different updates and changes and all this shit. It's like, you just gotta get it right the first time, because trying to keep up with all this shit is just a nightmare. Now, at the start of this video, I said that you would believe this is as bad as the day before in the Battlefront 2 loot box.
It's not just 6 months anymore. Oh. Okay, let me explain it to you. The fact that they brought it out as 6 months. Okay, first of all, they didn't even give it to you in EOD, right? They didn't even give it to you at a baseline. Then they said 6 months, and now they changed it again because they're backpedaling on something and being like, "Oh yeah, well if we try and like sprinkle in a little bit at a time, maybe we'll make them happy." You already fucked them in the ass, giving them a piece of pie and telling them, "Oh, do you want a little piece of pie? You want a little piece of pie? Tasty. Ah, yes. Does your butthole feel better?" No, it doesn't. No, it does not. It doesn't make you feel better at all. You're still your butt still hurts.
Fiasco. And the reason I'm arguing that is because the day before was a game that tried to scam people who were hopeful, who were looking forward to the game. Battlestate tried to scam and screw over thousands of people who had already supported the game. Tens of hundreds of thousands of people who had already been invested in this for like 6+ years. Battlestate Games essentially stuck a butt plug in their ass, ate nothing but Taco Bell for 2 weeks straight, then took the butt plug out and
oh, that's so gross.
That's what they left on the faces of their audience. And with Battlefront 2's loot box fiasco, they initially fought against it, but they only doubled down on it like once or twice. But when the game came out, you couldn't buy loot boxes. That's why I think—
That's what I'm saying! They backpedaled 3 times! Ugh. I can't. If someone shits on your plate and then they wipe it off and then serve you a piece of steak, it doesn't make the steak taste any better. It just shows their true intentions. I just don't understand. It's fucked.
I think it's as bad, if not worse. I mean, this might have been the dumbest scam in video game history.
Well, they did make it better.
Conclusion.
This video's old chat, by the way, just so you know. I think it came out yesterday.
This is some of the scummiest, greediest shit I have ever seen a video game developer try and pull. And I have talked about Activision and Blizzard on this channel for a long time. But what do you think about all of this? Are you still a huge fan of Escape from Tarkov, or are you disillusioned with the conduct of the company and its leaders? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to The Act Man for more awesome content. Alright everyone, that's all I got for today. This is The Act Man signing out.
Yay!
Peace!
What a good video. I like that.